Make a U-turn. In 1,000 feet, slight left, take the next left, sharp left, turn right on, continue on, in a quarter mile, at the light, in 600 feet, turn right on.
You have reached your destination.
Yup. So, today's finally grill day. I've been putting this off for a long time now. As I had mentioned in a prior video, this puppy is too small. So you can see that if one puts it up to the lines on one side where it should be, right? You can see how much space there is on the other one. I have tried 2 different grills as well as a couple of my spares. Damn it, excuse me. I'm off by quite a bit over there. Let's put it over there, like this. Nicely fits, looks good. And that's how much I'm off over here. So what I'm going to do, maybe I should move that plastic so you can see it better, but what I'm going to do is using one of my spares. That's just wall art, and they're in pretty, not rough shape, but they're not in great shape. Certainly not for a brand new build like what I'm doing. So it might as well be used as a template. What I'm going to do is more or less zip it right there, nice straight line, then right down the middle, so that the entire thing can open up by about an inch or so. So let's measure from one end to the other. I'm at 21 inches. Hold on, I need to put this down. There we go. I'm at, let's call it 22 inches. God dang it, come on now. Whoops, 21 and a half inches, 22 inches. We're going to call it 21 and a half inches just for the ease of measurement. And over here, from, god dang, I'm going to get a goddamn, hold on. A goddamn, what do you call it, camera tripod. So, let's see what we can do here. Roughly at that same spot, okay, you can see it down there. I'm at 23 inches from inset on right here to the other side, the same inset. 23 inches versus what I had before with a difference of about 1.5 inches. Okay. The other option that I've got is to completely redo the nose, or here's my tripod, or do some fill-ins. You know, put the grill up against it, tie it down as natural, draw lines, and I would imagine that the leading edge would come out to about right here. And then fill it in with body filler, repaint, redo the clear coat, redo the buffing, redo the blah, 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 blah. And I'm telling you for a fact that's not going to happen. I don't have that time or the energy to redo the entire damn thing, because there are people who could just paint that and you'd never know the difference. And there are people like me who do all the work themselves and are not able to do that kind of thing. So I'm going to take the easy way out, and if you don't like that or you want to bitch about it, go for it. I'll just laugh. So without further ado, I'll put this puppy back in the box, because that will eventually be what I'll, you know, it's the nicest one I've got. I've got this one here. I bought, god damn it, I can't get rid of that stuff in my lungs. I've got this one here, a bit of plastic, and it looks dusty as all get out, but this is actually a really nice grill. Doesn't weigh a whole heck of a lot less than the other one, but put that down for now. Let's get one of those down and get it prepped for surgery, and I'll take you step by step. Well, here we go. I looked for, in vain, my Dremel with a better cutter, but I'm just going to use this. So let's see how best to put this. Here we go. Okay, let's get her done. The intent is to somehow stretch this open to something like this ish. Anyway, put a spacer of some sort in there, and obviously the tough part is I have a couple compound curves, one this way for this piece, and then up and down over here. So bending this without some sort of a relief strain in the corner, it's going to be difficult. I've got to think about that. Or I just put it on some sort of a jig, do it, god damn it, and then put it all together like that somehow. Well, I've got to be honest, this is as far as I got to my thinking. I knew I had to... Christ. Okay, well, this is what I've got. I've got 23 inches from side to side, and that's what it is from inset to inset. So I've got a couple of stir sticks, paint stirrers on the background, some clamp or back behind it, and some clamps. Nice and tight. And that's what it looks like. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is mix up some JB Weld and get her going. Give it a shot, see how it looks. I cut a couple of reliefs there and in the other corner, and you can see it from the outside, so I won't do that. Again, I'm in learning mode. God damn it! I'm sorry. Okay, what I'm using here is JB Weld. It's this stuff. It's the 5-minute 5-minute setting stuff. I'm gonna let this set overnight, just because I've got some other work I've got to get done to this. Here it is so far. Damn it! Sorry. Hang on. Okay. Got about 1.5 inches. 1.25 inches. I need to make this bigger. Yeah, I'm going to open this up here pretty quick before it sets, but you can see that I've got a pretty big gap there. I'm going to put another piece of wood through that way. And again, this is my practice piece. This is not the eventual final one. So I've got some things I want to look at and understand and kind of just do rocket surgery with before I do the actual real one, because I don't want to dork it up and then have to live with it. So there we go. Again, I'm going to do some adjustments, some fine tuning, and then I'm going to let it set. Okay, well, let's take a look. On this side, ignore the bent up metal. I've got to do some. I don't have to do any shaping on this. This is the template. I'm holding it here. I've got that much of a gap big deal. No gap here where it shouldn't be, and it all fits. Pause, and unpause. All right, so here's what I've done. You saw more or less what I did yesterday, and that's it. Obviously, I'm going to need something that is bendable in the middle and not a piece of wood. I also need to affix that. Again, that's going to be pretty easy. And how to do this came to me in a dream yesterday, and it is using this old girl as a sacrificial piece of metal. Okay, so I've proven this is the distance between, or this is the gap I need to go for. That's fine. And so what I'm going to do, let's see, the wood on here ends about right here, right? So I'm going to cut out a piece here to here. And instead of gluing it, damn it, I'm going to glue it, what do you call it? Cutting JB weld and rivets. One rivet, two rivet, three rivet, four rivet. Once I get the what do you call it, the gap correct, I will then bend, shape, mold, and caress this thing to the right shape, and curves a bunch, against everything. Damn it. And then perform surgery to the actual piece I'm going to use, and then let that stay overnight, and I'll be done. So what happens after I'm done, and it conforms to the curves and everything else I want it to be. I then put the diamond grill stuff in there. I'm gonna pause, show it to you. This stuff. Okay, so I've got a couple of pieces that are just perfect size, and like I did with my Roadster, I'll need to bend, conform, shape, and so forth these, and then I will glue it in or affix it somehow to the interior of that shell and call it a day. Kind of forgot myself. I've already mixed up a batch of JB Weld, and I'm gonna work quick. I've made this as an adapter. I stuck it in my oven. I forgot about it, so I'm gonna put that on there. I am going to what do you call it? That stuff. And then on the back of it, I'm also going to put some JB Weld, so I need to get moving before this stuff sets. Okay, all right, so I'm done with this. I'm going to let this set overnight, and in the meantime, I'm going to shape the diamond screen. It looks like it's a little bit off, which it kind of is. Well, it is. Fuck. Oh, well, goddamn, fuck. Fuck. You're not going to see it. Okay. I am either out of or just cannot goddamn well find my blue painter's tape, so I'm improvising. So there's the screen, right? And there is packing tape, the clear packing tape, and I put some... God damn it, a green Sharpie so I can see it. All right, and at the bottom, the edge is where I'm going to trim. So, all right, not my finest moment, but it's going to work. Anyway, I'm going to cut this shape out, and then I'm going to fold it, bend it, and make sure it works with the rest of this tomorrow. After I kind of laughed myself silly for a while. All right, well, here we go. Okay, so clear tape with a little bit of green mark slide didn't work out. So I've got this stuff by the freaking metric ton. So here it is. I'm going to cut out the outside edges. A little bit of a curve, on and on and on. A little bit of a curve again, outside edge. And this will be done, and I'll bend it up and then, do what I need to do with it tomorrow. Yeah. Well, there we go. Okay, so I've done all the trimming and all that other stuff. This fits nicely within the shroud. I almost took off too much here, which would have sucked, but I've overcome, and I'm not that dumb anymore. And all that's left, excuse me, is bending it down the middle and kind of doing concavity based on some concavity there a little bit, so it mates up against the center section, and it mates up against the edges without a whole lot of tension, because at some point this is going to go back onto the car, and I don't want tension where tension is or it doesn't need to be, and it's going to be difficult to install and so forth. So this is the same process I did with my Roadster, so I'm able to work with old what do you call it, lessons learned. Okay, it's the next day, and I have spent about an hour using these blocks, bending. I'll see if I can pull this up. You can see the bend. There's that bend, and there's a bunch of them in this plane. A little tough to see, but it is bent there. Damn it. Excuse me. So, what I'm going to do next is using a series of clamps and so forth. I'm going to glue this to the shell, and glue, that being JB Weld. So yeah, yep, I'm pretty impressed with myself, I got to tell you. Okay, I did not do a great job on the back. I kind of wish that I had put the wood down where you see it prior to putting the screen down, but I didn't think ahead. But here it is. As you can see where the wood is, there, on the sides, and at the top. So far, so good. I'm going to let this stay overnight. Again, this stuff sets in, it says 10 minutes or 5 minutes, but this little bloob, whoops, right there is not set. I can poke my fingernail into it. So, now let it set. Well, not bad. Not bad at all. I did a little bit of cleanup and some acetone work to get all the junk and dunk. I've also done this. I took all of the slats, I drilled them out, and hammered out what I couldn't drill out. A couple cases I had to cut a couple of them out because I did not want to redo these puppies. I'm about to clean up all of this. I believe it's aluminum because it's awful soft. I have cleaned these up a little bit. And then I'm going to paint that entire assembly so it's protected, because now it's bare steel. And then I'm going to put it in my oven, and I'm going to let it bake for a while, and then I'm going to go eat dinner. And then I'm going to assemble everything and call this a day. Yup. Well, here it is. You would be questioning me why I'm using this. I think they call it a bull nose, or just the MG nose. Because if I can find it, there it is. I went to polish it, and you can see that I polished it too hard. This is plastic. And so the plastic piece, the plastic chrome or whatever the hell it is coming off, and I just couldn't in good conscience use it. So I'm going to troll eBay and see if I can find a better one of these. So let's start from the top here, as it were, and work our way down. There's me. Looks pretty good. It looks ugly as piss. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I have put the mounting hardware on. I put these pieces in my oven and baked them after I painted so that they came out more quickly. And as you can see, no big deal. If nothing else, oh, and I had to, this is the native screw hole for, what is one of these? The front ones. Bottom ones, rather. And you can see that I had to move it over a little bit. This one looks okay. Well, not okay, but this is the native screw. And I just use the center portion to navigate off of this. If I have to, I can elongate or do surgery to my to the holes in the cowl, which are here. That one, And that one I can elongate, move, perform surgery to, or what as I need to. Okay. And then what's left? I have two things that are left. Let me pause. Okay, so I have two things that are left. One, of course, is this, and it's going to get glued. What do you call it? Not glued, but God damn it, that stuff. JB welded onto here. As you can see, I dorked myself up with that and that. Those are my my rivet holes for the rest of the stuff. I'm stupid. I didn't think ahead. Oh well. And that's how it's going to look. So overall, like that. I've trimmed off the mount piece. I might trim it off even more so it's a great... Yeah, I am. I'm going to. Hold on. Okay, and I'm just coughing my guts out here. I have trimmed off the entire piece so it's nothing but a medallion. And I need to let it cool down because it's hotter than hell. So, or maybe that's good. It'll help it adhere better to the JB Weld. I've also thought about perhaps finding a British flag medallion or something to put there. I don't know. I'll find out. I've discovered that acetone takes JB Weld down to parade rest, so I might do that. And then lastly, of course, is the PVC seal that goes around the entire outer portion. So, Cecilia, if you're watching, this is why. This is why I need extra length to it. Yeah. God damn it. So, enough for now. I'm going to JB Weld the ever-loving dog crap out of this thing and let it cure overnight. I'm going to post this as a job well done, or at least a job done. And that's that. So, there you go. You may award me for my brilliance later, or just laugh at me for my... Yeah, that.